Hello learners. So last class we have seen about the powers and functions of ESI and a detailed introduction about the Employee State Insurance Corporation, and today we are going to see about the benefits of the ESI. So first we are going to see about who are all eligible for the ESI. Now first point, this act will apply to all the factories other than the seasonal factories. Okay, so first one is the ESI scheme is applicable to an individual who is employed in a non-seasonal factories. Okay, and there will be a more than 10 employees. Okay, so this is the first eligibility. So first we want to know what are the seasonal factories, because except the seasonal factories every factory is applicable for ESI. So what are the seasonal factories? Those factories which are engaged in activities like cotton, manufacture of coffee, indigo, lag, rubber, sugar. So these are the seasonal factories. So apart from this, who are all working in a non-seasonal factories, they are eligible for the ESI corporation. And second point is, after 1st January 2017, the wage limit of an employee is at rupees 21,000 per month. So before that it will be 15,000 per month. So after January 2017 it will be increased to 21,000. So யாரெல்லாம் 21,000 salary வாங்குறாங்களோ they are all eligible for the ESI. Now the benefits for the ESI corporations. Okay, so these are the major benefits that are very popular to the employees. So the first benefit is medical benefit. So everything will come under the section 46. It will like section 46 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D and so on. So first one is medical benefit. So medical benefit is every insurable employee. Okay, so who are all insured in the ESI, they are all eligible for this act and they get medical benefits after he become an employee. Okay, and this benefit extend to his family members as well as. Okay, so first point is every insurable employee who is under the act, they can get medical benefit, and their family members can also get medical benefits. Okay, and apart from this medical benefits, if the employee is retired and if the employee is permanently disabled workers, they can get an annual premium amount of rupees 120, and this benefit is also extended to the spouses of the workers. And here the medical benefits. So medical benefit எப்படி offer பண்ணுவாங்க எப்படின்னா outpatient treatment and then hospitalized and then dispensary and any clinic. Okay, so whatever may be occurred, it will be included in the medical benefit. Now second one is sickness benefit. So sickness benefit means if a person, that is if an insurable employees, okay, if a person is insured, he can avail cash compensation in case they fall sick, and this compensation is generally 70% of their wages, and for this the person should work 91 days per year. If a person work 91 days per year, he is eligible to get a compensation of 70% of their wages. And second one is, to avail this sickness benefit, a worker must pay his contribution for 78 days out of 6 months. That is 180 days க்கு நான் 78 days என்ன பண்ணிருக்கணும், contribution pay பண்ணிருக்கணும். In case if the person cannot contribute for less than 78 days, he cannot seek any benefit. So அப்போ அவருக்கு எந்த பெனிஃபிட்டுமே கிடைக்காது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ ஒரு எம்ப்ளாயிக்கு வந்து அவரோட சேலரி வந்து 300 rupees per டேன்னு வச்சுக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா அவரோட ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் பெனிஃபிட் சிக்னஸ் ரேட் வந்து அதில் 70%. ஸோ 70%னா அப்ராக்சிமேட்டாக இட் வில் கம் 200 per day. Now next, maternity benefits. So all the female employees who are all insurable one, all female insurable employees can avail maternity benefit if it is pregnancy period or if it is confinement or if it is miscarriage. So pregnancy you all know, miscarriage you all know, confinement means custody period சொல்லுவாங்க. Okay, and this benefit is generally payable to employees for 12 months. Okay, and the compensation amount is in the case of full wage to the employees, and this is the payable only if an employee makes a contribution for 70 days in the preceding year. So ஒரு வருஷத்துல 70 daysக்கு நான் ESI கட்டியிருந்தா மட்டும்தான் நான் வந்து இதுக்கு வந்து என்னது eligible one. And then இந்த maternity benefit பார்த்தீங்கன்னா this is not for 12 months, this is for 12 weeks. So 12 weeksக்கு தான் பே பண்ணுவாங்க. So before 6 weeks and after 6 weeks, டெலிவரிக்கு 6 weeks முன்னாடி, டெலிவரிக்கு 6 weeksக்கு அப்புறமா. And next one is dependent benefits. So ESI benefits extend not only to the working employees but also to the dependents in the case of employees' death. But the death may be due to the cause of an employment or an occupational hazard. Okay, and this compensation is generally 90% of the wages. Now next one is disablement benefits. So in case an employee suffers from disablement due to an employment injury, he can seek disablement benefits, and this disablement may be temporary ஆவும் இருக்கலாம், permanent disablement இருக்கலாம். In case if it is temporary disablement, compensation is generally 90% of the wage amount. If it is permanent disablement, the compensation amount will be depends upon the extent of the injury. Now next, last one is funeral expenses. So if an employee is died, so for him the company will provide a deceased employee dependent rupees 15,000. And last one is penalty. If an employer who fails to pay the contribution, okay, then he shall be liable to pay as interest at the rate of 12% per annum in respect of each day of delay or default in payment of contribution. In case employer pay பண்ணலனா, so per day you should pay 12% interest rate. Okay, so these are the benefits of the employee state insurance corporation. Okay,